Blog Talk Radio.
There are assembled the world's four greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
What's up, guys? This is Mikey, and you're here with your four favorite radio superheroes.
What up, what up?
And last night, we had the pleasure of going to the midnight show and seeing the epic new Avengers movie.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And as you can tell by George's reaction, he doesn't really do that ever about movies, so when he does that, you know it's a fucking good one.
Top 3 movie of all time to me now.
Yeah, so that gives you a little insight about the movie. Epic movie, lots of surprises, lots of funny situations, lots of serious situations. Did a good job with the movie overall, but we're just going to get right into it. Today's show and topic is about the post-Avengers movie. Moving right along, Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
And there came a day unlike any other, when Earth's mightiest heroes found themselves united against a common threat. On that day, they became the Avengers. The invincible armored Iron Man, Thor, Prince of Thunder, the Hulk, strongest hero there is, and Captain America, the first Avenger.
God, I love that movie last night.
Okay. I have to say this, because when we did the Avengers show,
Nights you won't forget.
I said a lot of bad things, and I want to apologize.
No, well, you didn't say bad things. You were saying, if this happened. It's kind of like a hypothesis.
No, because I made, about the guy who was playing Hulk, I said he was going to suck and suck, and I said he was going to suck because all he did was female movies and stuff and all that stuff, and I put my foot in my mouth. I apologize. He was an epic Hulk. I loved it. The movie was awesome in every freaking way, and I love it. Like, I regret everything I said about it. They did awesome, and I'm glad they didn't put Black Panther and all of them in there, because now I have something to look forward to for the next movie, and I know they're going to make one, as well as it's hitting the box office right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say one more thing. I want to thank your girlfriend, Parks, because she is awesome. She got us an amazing banner for the Man Cave, the Avengers, from the theater.
Fucking huge.
It is epic.
The 4 A's one,
it is awesome. And Rachel, I want to say thank you.
Yes.
Never a
Thanks, babe. Love you.
As soon as we can get actual video of the Man Bat Cave, you'll be able to see all the shit we have.
Yeah. We're going to probably make a video
tonight
and put it on YouTube to show everyone the epicness that we sit in when we do the Man Cave for you guys.
And it's not finished yet. There's still going to be stuff going up.
The Superman stuff's on its way.
And there's some other stuff that's going to be put up. Flash, we still need to put the Flash stuff up.
Yeah, we'll get the Flash stuff.
But right to it. The best character of the whole movie, to me, was the Hulk.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah. He made the movie hilarious. It was awesome. At the beginning, you seen the serious side, like, of Bruce Banner, where he's like, there he's having a chat with Black Widow in the house about how, are you here by yourself? She's like, yeah. And then
how many tears?
She basically
how many tears?
And he kind of gets enraged as Bruce Banner, and you find out she's not alone, and he kind of chuckles about it.
It's like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're here by yourself, huh?
Yep.
There's just never a dull moment in the entire movie. For anybody that, has seen any of the other movies, all of them were equally directed very good. But, every character that was in this movie, I believe that they were pitched, perfectly. And I think that it had every idea of a movie they could possibly put into a movie. It had just that epic quality. It had suspense. It had drama. It had comedy. It had everything in it. The violence, there was violence in there that I didn't expect to even see. And Captain America using a
gun.
Machine gun. anyways, yeah, just might as well say it. But it's not going to ruin the movie for you. But, yeah, I mean, overall, it's just one of the best movies I've ever seen. Everything was put into it. There was never a dull moment in the entire movie. The entire movie I was either laughing, about ready to cry because of how epic the fight was or whatever. So, I mean, it's just so much into it.
I just want to let you guys listening, spoiler alert, because we're going to be talking about some of the parts in it. So if you don't want any spoilers, you better
turn this off now.
put your ears.
Well, it's one of those things that if you're not already at the show at 10:30 at night,
yeah,
you either seen it last night or you're not going to see it soon
for
enough.
a few days,
Really
and you're gonna someone else is gonna say about it.
Right.
So you might as well get a review from 4 guys who love it.
But the parts with the Hulk, I think, like the part where he's chasing Black Widow on the ship.
That was epic. Slow motion. I'm glad they slowed that down just to show the fear in her face.
Yeah, the fight with Thor on the ship
The fight was
awesome.
Well, it wasn't really a fight, really, within
And
The pummel,
the pummel.
the part where Captain America tells him to smash
and he just
the
smiles.
smiles, that was really awesome.
You know what I loved about that part the most? When Iron Man looks at him, he goes, "Cap, take charge." And that's when Captain America was like, "Bam, plan already in effect. Let's do it. Here we go. I already had it ready." And I love that Iron Man, who is not a team player and is like all about, doing some stuff my way. And they emphasize on that a lot in the movie. And like I'm glad that he was like, "All right, Cap, show me what you got." And he gave him that authority and that respect. I loved that about it. It was just a great day, great night.
And then there's also the part where Hulk and Thor team up, and then
They beat the crap out of everyone.
the army, and then at the end you see a little fun punch.
He was like,
Yeah.
The whole punch of Thor.
"I didn't forget you."
Yeah,
hit me in the face with the hammer.
because it's like retribution.
And then
it's so funny. He just
like smiled and nodded.
it's funny. He just punched him out of nowhere. You weren't expecting it.
And he went flying.
He went off the screen really quick. And then he saves Iron Man from falling when Iron Man.
Everyone was like, he was out of power.
Yeah, like
everyone
that
was like,
aspect
"How are we going to stop him?"
He very selfish, but you see in the movie the nuclear bomb they shot to shut down the army in the city. Iron Man catches it right before it hits the city and takes it through what you should say is a wormhole to our realm. And he actually saved us and
He was willing to sacrifice.
He threw the nuclear bomb into their mothership and suspended himself in space for the better good of our humanity.
That's the question I had was that, during the movie, obviously it shows that, that's one of the main reasons he ended up doing that was because he ended up, getting pushed to that level because of, that Phil, whatever the hell his name is, dying, that one weird guy that held his card. And do you believe that was a wise choice for Nick Fury to do, to put that extra blood on him? Because they weren't in his pocket, they were in his locker.
Right. Yeah, they needed that push. And that's exactly what Phil told him. He goes, "They need a push. I can be that push."
Yeah, it was basically fuel for them, because
he didn't bring them together.
Yeah, because before they were just quarreling amongst each other, and there was
that's exactly what Loki wanted.
Bickering and fighting. Yeah, Loki, because of course in the movie they trap Loki, and the plan is they put him in the ship. Loki's plan ultimately is to activate Bruce Banner's powers and turn him into the Hulk on the ship, and destroy the ship. And Hawkeye is under mind control of Loki, so his weaponry technology of arrows and everything, also attacking the ship with his army. Loki's little army he's assembled through mind control with other people. Basically attacks the ship, goes through with this plan, ends up killing Phil Coulson like George Benson, and it basically fuels the Avengers to want to team up together. And I thought that was a pretty cool aspect. Like, they didn't touch on them fighting so much. You know what I mean? It was initially like the fight with Captain America, Thor. Well, not really Captain America, Thor and Iron Man. That was awesome.
Love that. And I honestly see it happening. Like, I could see that happening because no one knew who Thor was. Fury kept it to himself, and then Thor just shows up and he's like, "I'm taking Loki." Bam! Gone. Mm-hmm. And then Iron Man's like, Who the hell are you? Who the hell is he? And he's like, "I'm going." He just goes.
Tells Captain America not to come. Captain America, they're in a plane up in the air with Loki. Like you said, Thor comes and gets him. Iron Man goes after, chases, and he tells Captain America not to go, but Captain America is Captain America.
Scarlet
grabs a parachute.
Captain America was like, we need a plan of attack, and Iron Man was like, I have a plan. Attack.
Right.
Yeah.
Jumps out the plane.
And like he hit Thor so hard.
I like that. I like that. He was lecturing Loki, and all of a sudden he's just like, you listen to me. And then Iron Man wipes him out of the screen.
Loki's just like, I'm listening.
Funny parts in the movie. Lots of epic funny moments. I think that's what made the movie so good. You see a lot of humor in the movie with the characters. Like, they did really well.
Like, I mean, I honestly believe they'd be like that.
And another thing that really surprised me, the guy that played Loki, he played an awesome villain in this movie.
Oh, yeah, he was good in Thor, too,
his
man.
smile, just his menacing smiles, the way he looked at the superheroes, the way he talked to them. Like, when he was talking to Black Widow, even though she tricked him, for a moment you thought there was like, wow, Loki is super cool, badass villain.
And that's the thing that you see how much, superhero movies have really evolved, too, because, I mean, like, you see, like, their conversations and whatnot, whenever he's having a conversation with somebody, like, having, like, talking about his plans and whatnot. It's not just so much, hey, I was, I had a bad life or whatever, so I'm just going to, treat the world bad or whatever like that. No, it's not really that. I mean, this dude's actually got, like, a lot of, intelligent reasons to be doing what he's doing and, like, ideas of how he's going to accomplish this shit. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's just, that's the reason I really like how much they've really evolved over the years, because, I mean, like, that's the reason I like Thor so much, because it was so much more evolved and, like, the storyline and everything like that. It was just, I mean, the actors are just so good. Everything's just really smart in it. Nothing's dumb. There's no stupid reasons for anything in it.
There's no immature moments. There's no out-of-context moments. There's nothing really that stood out of the movie, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Except for, we talked to a lot of people, like our friend Steve. Mm-hmm. He wanted to see Thor in the helmet.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing
That's the only thing I can personally think that.
And, of course, there's stuff that comic book nerds, like true comic book nerds, they're going to want to see themselves because they've been fans forever. Let's go around the table here. Who you think was the best in the movie and why? I'll go first.
Tough question.
I'll go first. I'm just gonna say Iron Man. I mean, I said the Hulk surprised me. That's, what I mean. But I don't think he was the best. I think Iron Man's character, just based on, you see like a metamorphosis from Tony Stark, the smartass, selfish, subconscious mind thinking about himself.
I mean, at the very beginning, he had that building with his name. I don't know.
Right. And then Pepper Potts hanging out, drinking wine, talking about getting their bang on.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know about you, but I think I got a nerd boner.
I did.
Oh, Pep Pot.
Oh, it is.
She has a nice caboose.
She's sexy.
She does. She kind of looks ratchet.
Yeah.
But her hind end is not too bad.
I just like how
Tony Stark.
Iron Man / Tony Stark, and, I mean, like, it shows his, I guess you could say basically evolution. Yeah, basically into him, being how he always is, how everybody knows Tony Stark to be, sort of that, self-obsessed, overly confident, just kind of arrogant, kind of asshole. And in this movie, it shows, how he was, like, oh, this first name's Agent, and stuff like that. And then, like, later on, he ends up saying, and you managed to piss one other person off, and his name was Phil. And he freaking shoots him again, just bringing that up, and it just, that really pushed him to the edge, and it really changed him as a hero, I think. So, I mean, like, the next movie, I think that in order to come out, it's supposed to be Iron Man 3, and I'm just wondering how he's going to be in it, if he's just going to be back to his old ways, or if he's actually going to be completely changed.
No, he can't. He can't, because in the third movie, they've already confirmed the bad guy's going to be Mandarin, and he's a dick.
Like Oranges?
No,
and that's for the Iron Man.
Like a big
No,
witch.
he wears like black armor, and he has 10 rings of power, and it grants him a different ability. And he's a pure magic and awesomeness.
He's a bad.
And not only that,
he has
without the rings, he's a trained assassin.
Oh.
He is, I would say, beyond Black Widow, beyond Hawkeye. I mean, hand to hand. I mean,
Is he Earthbound, or is he from a different planet?
From a different planet.
Oh.
He was just,
no, he's Earthbound, I think.
yeah, and he has like hand-to-hand combat. I mean, he's
Plus, he has lots of
you know, kind of thing.
he has lots of assistants that are badass too.
He has great armor.
Great gargoyle. The dragon guy. I can't think of his name. I never can.
Well, I mean, like, how do you guys think?
I think that's his name.
How do you guys think that's going to go from now on, like, with all the movies that they're going to release, like, you know, Iron Man 3, and there's probably going to be a Thor 2, and all sorts of other stuff, and it's not going to be Avengers associated, but I mean, like, do you think there's a probably still, like, since they have the Avengers movie out now, they're probably going to, like, throw some of the characters into the movie just for, like...
They're going to have
what is
for sure.
What they're doing, I know what they're doing.
Okay.
The Iron Man movie is going to be after this, after the Avengers.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to... Tony Stark is going to know of the Avengers. He's going to, you know, what I'm talking about. All the movies now that they make, including Captain America, Thor, Hulk, any of them, they're all going to be Avenger-affiliated, and they're going to lead up to the next Avenger movie. And that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're going to incorporate probably the Hulk in the next Iron Man movie a little bit.
And
maybe Captain America, maybe some...
There's going to be references to them and all of it, and
or cameos.
Yeah, little cameos, or like there's going to be like phone calls, you know, maybe something like that. You know how Tony Stark likes to talk?
Oh, yeah.
So when he's flying in the armor suit and he's all like, you know, hey, Jarvis, pull someone up. You know, I see him calling someone.
That got to me at the end, though, whenever, he's trying to call Pepper, and I didn't freaking answer, and I was like...
Because she's
freaking out. She was like, who's the TV? Like, oh, my God, Tony.
She was watching what was going on in New York because she was worried about what would happen to Tony.
If she doesn't have bigger titties, then she doesn't need to be doing that, okay? She needs to use the damn phone.
Of course, they might introduce other Avengers in the movie as well.
That's what I'm excited about. Like, I guarantee he's going to do a project with Pym where he makes Jarvis, the robot, that helps manage the mansion and stuff like that, and then the Avengers all move together.
They could also be working on Ultron because Stark and Pym are the ones that created Ultron.
But like back to the Iron Man thing, we're getting a little base off track here. Like I said, Iron Man is my favorite thing out of the movie. Also, he's the first person that goes in to attack the army that's coming out of the wormhole, and he annihilates.
He starts killing them.
You just see the missiles coming out of him. He has little things opening on his shoulders. They're everywhere. He takes out at least half of them himself. And then they switch, of course, to the upcoming. You see another superhero arrive like every other 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And they start meshing together as a team. And then, like I said, Iron Man basically was the glue. I think he was the glue of that movie for the superheroes.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, like he was like, this is your position. Like you said, Captain America. You make the plan, we'll follow it through. And then they were communicating with each other. He was communicating with Hawkeye. He was like, that was a good job. What else you got for me?
Right,
he would never do that.
I mean, who's in front?
Iron Man.
Yeah.
I'll never
Captain America, dude. Who likes that little... Man, I never liked Captain America. Oh, yeah. Wearing one of the stupidest suits in the freaking entire league, dude.
He represents America, though. That's
Are you a terrorist?
He's from back in the day, where America meant something more than it does now. So that's why he was.
You know, out of all of them, I'm gonna say that Hulk is my favorite. But in this movie, Iron Man had a special place in my heart because he trusted everyone. He cared for everyone, and that's weird for Tony Stark. And you know what really got to me is when no one trusted Bruce Banner. Everyone kept mentioning how he was, this bad guy and all this stuff, and out of control. No one trusted him. They were all afraid of him. And you got Tony Stark who's like, when are you going to suit up? And he's like, I'm only here for, find this. And he goes, you'll suit up. And, and I love it because whenever he just disappears, after that giant fight on the airship, and he just disappears, and, they all, after, Phil's death, and they all come together, Iron Man's like, hey, is Banner here yet? And they're like, no. And he's like, keep me informed. And as soon as he pulls up, like on that little motorcycle, that janky motorcycle, and he's like, oh, we got Banner. And he's like, I knew he'd be here. Tell him to suit up, And I was like, that's awesome because...
But don't forget, he was trying to, tase him
because he wanted to prove that Banner wasn't a bad guy like everyone said he was. And
I like his face when he shocked him. He was like,
that's
watching
exactly
it like
he wasn't afraid. That's my point. That's my point.
And he did it to be fun with his friend. He was
That's exactly right. Bruce Banner doesn't have friends, and Iron Man was trying to be that one. And that's why I was talking about Edward Norton, that friendship that was going to be there. And I was like, when he was doing that, he goes, I have, I have this, and he's like, you can control that. And he goes, and you can control it too. And that's what I loved the most about it, because Tony Stark was the only one in the world to believe Bruce Banner could control beasts. And I think that's why Hulk saved him. You know what I mean? And Hulk is no mind. He is just a rage monster. They even say that in the movie, which is awesome. And I love that the Hulk saved a friend. Technically twice. And I just love that. I do.
So, whenever I got on the Facebook last night, as soon as I got on there, I saw my friend Sam Rooney. She, of course, posted a stat, and it was your favorite quote from there.
Oh, you don't know your favorite quote there? There's a lot.
The one that you said that you're going to post is your status. Dang, man. All right, anyways, it was the, what's the secret?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I love because they were like, how do you control a beast? And he was like, it's a secret, and he's like, you won't get to see my trick after all and stuff. And then at the very end when they're like, suit up, he goes, time to get angry, and he was like, that's my trick. I'm always angry. And then he just gets real big, real fast, and he wasn't like doing that out of rage thing as Bruce Banner, where he's like tensing up. He just instant on. I know what I was doing. I can control it.
That one was because when on the ship when he transformed, he was enraged because he'd gotten hurt.
Right. That's exactly why I think he snapped and almost killed the Black Widow. And that's awesome. All right, Johnny, your turn.
Of course, mine would have to be the Hulk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the fist going on the entire time.
Hey, Johnny. Yeah, and also, we all dressed up last night. I had Iron Man matted. Georgie had the War helmet and a little hammer, and you had, Johnny had the Hulk hands, and then Nate had Captain America mask and shield.
Cord
did not shoot it.
Because I didn't have that. Broke my heart, yo.
But Johnny, go ahead. Watch the Hulk.
One of my favorite things with the Hulk is when Loki was yelling at him when he busted into the Stark Tower, and he's like, "Stop! I will not be on blah 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 blah. I'm a god." And then Hulk
I will not be bullied by a lesser being.
He was like, "I will not be bullied by lesser beings. I'm a god." And Hulk just grabs his foot and starts waylaying back and forth on the floor.
Like a ragdoll, man.
And then he threw him down and was walking away and said, "Puny god."
That was awesome.
That was probably one of the best parts, I think. He loved that part.
Fucking ravaged him, dude.
And then Loki just said, it was like,
I think he was unconscious.
Yeah, his eyes were open.
Well, yeah, you can be unconscious with your eyes open.
He was out because he didn't even start moving until the fight was over finally.
He was probably just in shock. He's like, what the hell?
No, he was unconscious. He was in great pain because he didn't move until the entire Avengers were standing over him, and he's like trying to crawl away, and he looks up and sees everyone, and Hawkeye's arrow right in his face. And then he's like, would you mind if I had that drink now?
This is a good part because Tony Stark, before he put the suit on, before the big war suit, yeah, he asked Loki if he would like a drink, kind of stalling for him to put his new suit on. And it's also the infamous line where he's talking, he's like, I have a whole team, an army, and he's like, well, we have a Hulk.
Yeah. I thought that was a really good part of the movie whenever, the whole $10 thing happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he gave him, that was awesome. You see him get in his wallet and give him $10.
Yeah.
To Nick Fury. Yeah. That's because you got to remember, Cap.
So what's the reason for that?
If Cap was back in the day, back in 40s, when segregation was still going on, so he thought he was piloting the ship. He thought he was just like a chauffeur or something.
Good Nick Fury?
Yeah.
But Captain America lost that bet.
There wasn't any black dudes in Captain America, I don't think.
No.
There's a red dude.
There were a lot of civilian black people, but there was no main role of black.
Yeah.
There was an Iron Man too, Don Cheadle.
I mean, I definitely have to say that's my favorite. Yeah.
I can't wait to see War Machine in the next Avengers movie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope it's not Don Cheadle.
I hope it's not either.
What were you saying? Anything else, Johnny? About why the Hulk was your fave from the movie, or any other awesome parts?
Not really. I mean, that funny part where the security guard finds Bruce after he transformed back and was like, "Are you okay?"
You're butt-ass naked, boy.
It's like,
You fell from the sky.
"Are you an alien?" No. Then you have a condition.
That was awesome.
It was really good. It's like, I found your pants. You fell through the roof, buck-ass naked. Georgie?
Definitely. I mean, Hulk really surprised me as far as, Mark Ruffalo's acting. I mean, he really caught that whole awkwardness, you know. Captain America, I mean, Chris Evans does an amazing job. You know, you can't deny him that, but I just really don't like Captain America. I never liked him, really. And, but, he just has a shield, you know. Oh, hey, here's Frisbee disc. No. But, I definitely have to say Iron Man just because he's always been my favorite out of all of them. I love all his movies, and the Mach 7 suit was just ungodly amazing. I mean, as soon as I saw those little, wrist cuffs on him, I was like, oh, what's going to happen here? Freaking jumps out, and I was like, what the hell is this? And then you see that little, ball of suit just fucking bust out the window and fly towards him. I was like, the hell, is that going to be the new suit? And I was like, surely enough, it starts, just forming around his body, man. I was just like, he comes up with the coolest shit,
Yeah.
It's just, I love that so much. And I mean, just, his overall, just how it became, from good to better, it's just, I love the entire story. I thought his storyline was so much better in the movie than anybody else, so, personally.
Yeah,
He definitely took the role of the leader almost, basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree. The movie as a whole, for anybody who wants to go see it, definitely worth the money.
Definitely.
Don't be scared to drop $9 or whoever else you're paying for just to go see it with a friend or some family. Just pay for it. Do it. It's definitely worth it.
I bought 4 tickets myself.
And there's 2 Easter eggs I want to talk about. At the very, very end, there's one right immediately after the movie. Kind of wait for some credits, and then there's one. We're going to talk about that here in a second. And then you wait a little bit longer thinking that it's over. There was a bunch of people leaving. I think there's maybe 10 to 20 people left in it when we were there.
Yeah.
And then
everyone in front of us stayed.
Right. You get
behind us left.
There's a part in the movie where Tony Stark, after they have defeated the army and they're sitting around talking, he's like, we need to go to this nice little restaurant down the street. And at the end of the movie, it's a funny little, it's a humor part of the movie where they're all actually sitting there eating. You see Thor annihilating a burrito. And then, they're all not saying anything to each other, just looking at each other like, wow, that just happened? They're all beat up and shit.
You see Bruce Banner sitting there, and, Captain America's, holding on his sleeve, and you just see Bruce, Bruce Banner sitting there eating, and he's just, kind of laughing, oh, I didn't kill my friends. I think that's what he was thinking about when he was just kind of chuckles to himself, but you don't hear anything. He's just kind of one of those.
Right. Yeah. Thor dominating a burrito. Black Widow is just looking at Hawkeye.
Her and Hawkeye are sharing a seat. She's sitting on the edge of it. He's got his legs propped up behind her, and he's just damn, I'm tired. And
they all look really tired. And then Stark is eating, sitting back relaxing.
Yeah, he's just kind of this place isn't that good. He had that look on his face I'll give it 5. He had that, not what I thought it'd be. And then, it didn't look like he was thinking about the fight or what had just happened. He was thinking about the food. Because he's kind of he takes a bite and he's like, yep. And then, you see in the background, the lady, the owner of the shop, cleaning up from the giant war that just happened outside. And he's they're just sitting there eating, and she's, cleaning up glass and broken stuff. And
yeah.
God, it was good.
It's just really humorous to see all the superheroes in, regular restaurant eating.
And that was the second Easter egg. That was the one
Right.
after the seat,
And let's talk about the part with Stan Lee, because everyone was waiting. You knew he was in the movie. You knew he was in the movie, and you didn't see it till right at the end.
Right at the end. They're like, what do you think of the Avengers?
Superheroes in New York?
It doesn't seem real. It seems fake shit to me.
Yeah. And I was like, that's awesome, God, I love Stan Lee. God, if I could meet him and shake his hand, I could die a freaking happy boy.
You'd alpha male him.
I would alpha male him. I'd party for him.
All right, well, without trying to give too much away, let's talk about the second Easter egg, and we're going to talk a little bit about him today.
If you are true comic book fans, you're going to know who it is by the creatures attacking. You should have known from the trailers.
Mm-hmm. Like Leviathan itself, the big dragon-looking character, which we had one of our friends think it was Ping Fang Boom, but it wasn't. It was just a Leviathan for the Chouettes, or whatever the hell they're called. I don't know how to name their pronounce their names properly.
Yeah, we're not even going to attempt that one. But
we don't want to
basically, Leviathan was a carrier ship. It's like a warship that carried the soldiers with him.
Yeah, it was just a giant delivery ship for all the warriors.
For this person's army.
Well, part of it was still alive.
And if you are, man, he is going to be a hard A.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the next movie.
Basically, we'll give you a couple hints right now. He's named after Greek god of death and war.
No,
famine.
death and mortality.
Mm-hmm.
And then he uses a gauntlet with certain gems of certain powers and colors. I do believe it's 6, to be exact.
Yeah, and he appeared in Iron Man 55 in 1973.
Yeah. He's a hard A.
Written by Jim Starlin.
Written and drawn.
Which is
He
awesome.
did both.
You
find that a lot. No.
And
Not back in the Bronze Age comics either.
And he's a cool character, too.
Yeah.
Like, a cool bad guy.
And, I love him because he's not like, oh, I'm pure strength and brutality. I'm intelligent. Along all the, he says that's his strongest attribute. That's his strongest power would be his mind. Which is funny because, when I think of a, superhero, I don't think of the mind, which probably makes me a stupid person, but...
And he's an eternal mutant. He was born on Titan. And he's basically...
I think that's the moon of Jupiter, isn't it?
He's one of the really, really, really bad guys.
Yeah. He,
The moon of Saturn.
I knew it was one of the planets.
Whatever, John, you got it wrong.
look at the newbie showing you up.
I don't care about astrology.
Superhuman strength, stamina,
Durability.
longevity, superior intelligence,
Superior far surpasses anything that we have in
energy manipulation, telekinesis,
time travel.
teleportation.
Yeah, I mean, this guy has it all.
Like, if you think of a bad guy with super strength that has telekinesis and teleportation, that's a bad deal.
Yeah, that's like mixing Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, and Rogue. That's all into one person. And that's not even that's not even the end of it. You also have the mind of Beast times 10. You know what I'm saying? And then you give him 6 super powered, gems that give him the power over time, space, power, reality, mind, and soul. And literally, these 6 gems make him a god. And even on his home planet, without these gems, he far surpasses the abilities of his own people.
And he was in some Daredevil comics after Iron Man. He had a short stint in Iron Man, and he killed Daredevil.
Didn't he do a little Fantastic Four work?
I know he was in Captain Marvel, and he killed Captain Marvel, too, for a short stint.
It wouldn't surprise me him killing people. He's a hard A.
Yeah.
I really thought he was a monkey at first, I swear, so right now it's plastic.
He was in Silver Surfer also, which should tell you a little bit, because Silver Surfer is a protector of the galaxy.
Him and Thanos. Wow, I mean, Him and Galactus fight all the time. Like, they are like mortal enemies. And it's funny because he's like a fraction of Galactus' size.
Mm-hmm.
And he fights him on par.
He's stronger or almost as strong
as Galactus, yeah. And that's awesome.
Like
I think our fans know who it is by now. There's just time to name him.
One thing I've seen with this guy we're talking about where he beats the Silver Surfer once.
Oh, yeah. I would not surprise me if him beating Silver Surfer at all. He can hold his own against Galactus, and Galactus can defeat Silver Surfer.
Yeah. But then there was
Titan is the moon of Saturn.
And then there was another time where the Silver Surfer beat him and took his gauntlet.
Before you guys get, too on, telling everything about him, I mean, that's kind of what, I had, news over, so.
But, let's go ahead and name him so we can move on to the next segment of our show.
Motherfucking Thanos!
Thanos, baby! Infinity Gauntlet! I hope you guys knew who that was when we were just giving you all the hints, because if you didn't, you shouldn't be listening to our show, you jerks.
By the way, I just thought of another scene from Avengers that I really liked.
Wasn't he in Immortal Zombies?
Yeah. I have no idea.
He was? Yeah. I thought so. All right.
But, yeah, anyways, I thought that was a really good part in the movie was that whenever, what's his name, right before he died, who was that agent again? The one that died?
Paul Coulson.
Okay, yeah. Whenever he died, he's like, I'm going to use this gun on you. I don't know what it does. Not really for sure. Then as soon as he gets struck down, stabbed and whatnot, then, he finally shoots him with the gun, and he's just like, oh, that's what it does. I thought that was a pretty cool part.
And I think one of the cool parts about the end of the movie where you see Thanos, the clip, is the guy known as the Other. They don't really say his name. It's kind of an assistant to Thanos. He's telling him he's like, to go fight the Avengers would be to court death. And you just see, because you don't see his face, and then he just turns, and it's a great big smile, and you can see Thanos' face. Which is really, I thought it was a really good, epic part of the movie. I was really excited.
I was too. It just does not get any better.
It excites you as a movie fan, as a comic book fan, to see a villain of that epic proportion going to be in the next movie. Because usually the second movies of superhero series are either just legendary, epic, or they're flops. So it's kind of scary, but it's kind of exciting at the same time. And I think I'm more excited than I am scared from the way they did the first movie. Like I said, if you guys have any doubts about seeing this movie, don't.
Don't have any, because
it's possibly the movie of the year.
As of now,
depending what happens with The Dark Knight Rises and Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, man.
We're going to see trailers for both of those. And
yeah,
so good.
They look amazing.
3D.
It looks amazing. Don't go fucking see Battleship. That was annoying.
That's scary.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to move us right along into Noob News.
Noob News!
Got Liam Neeson in it, though. Yeah.
He's pretty hard.
He does anything that, is good. Worth it.
I didn't get to see The Grey,
Oh,
but I heard it was pretty awesome.
oh, yeah.
If I can fucking find it, that'd be cool.
Cutting. Fucking parts.
Wow! It took 98 years to find Nearly News.
This is Noob News with George the Flash Phillips.
How's it going, guys? You guys.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, awesome. I mean, I just have had a complete, inner child / comic book nerd just freaking chubby going on for the past 24 hours. I mean, it's been throbbing. It's really been throbbing. And I mean, I just, as soon as I watched it, I felt so accomplished, and I just felt like my life was complete. I mean, honestly, if I would have got, a freaking comet would have, fell right and through the car last night, just, smacked just me and just took me out, I would have been cool with that. Yeah, because I got to see the Avengers. I've been waiting for this movie for a very long time. Like I was talking about with somebody last night that I saw, I heard about the Avengers movie that came out, a while back. And, the one with the spies, like Uma Thurman, and I forgot who the other one was. But it was just a spy movie, and I heard about the Avengers. I was like, oh, shit. And I watched that.
That's what I thought.
I was pissed. I was like, what? It's just two people? What the fuck? But no, most of my questions tonight, because as soon as I saw Thanos last night, I didn't know who the hell it was. I thought it was like one of the characters from the Gorillas.
He does look monkeyish.
I didn't know who the hell it was. So basically, I just have a few questions basically about him, and one about something I just read about, and I just kind of wanted to see what you guys think about that. What exactly is, without further ado, without further ado, what exactly is Thor's Warrior Madness?
Thor's Warrior Madness?
Mm-hmm. Because it said once that Thanos actually he got, basically freaked out by that, just that alone. And he had to take out Thor first because he's afraid of that.
Okay. It kind of goes back to, Greek mythology of Odin. Odin had this berserker rage that he would give to his warriors, and it would pretty much make them immortal. It would make them power hungry, it would turn a normal man, by the legend, turn you into a zombie with the strength of 100 men. You'd be able to hit a horse and take it down with a single hit. A horse.
Yeah.
And if you give that to a god, what are you doing?
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's basically what...
Steroids, basically.
Yeah, it's deadly. Thor is deadly by himself, and most people fear him by himself with Mjolnir because of his Mjolnir. One of Mjolnir's special abilities is God Blast. He takes his life energy, channels it through the hammer, and it shoots such a powerful blast that it can defeat even a god.
Wow.
It can kill a god.
You can even kill a true immortal.
Exactly.
That's one of the main reasons why they defeat Galactus in the comic books.
And so, given Thor all of that power, that extra power, his Thor rage, that's what you're talking about right there.
Okay.
I hope that answers your
So
question.
it's basically like his Hulk beast mode.
It's basically like Super Saiyan. Him going Super Saiyan. That's the best way to put it.
You put it in Dragon Ball Z terms, Georgia.
You had to. I had to.
What would happen with Thor anyways? Because, he's got blonde hair already, so what would he just it just turned black?
No, it's
blacked out.
it's just... if my memory serves me correctly, and it usually does, when he activates it, he becomes like lightning.
Nice.
He is
like living lightning kind of.
No, you can't see him. He still has the flesh and stuff, but he's surrounded with
It's more like a Zeus character.
Yeah,
he's
arcing. Yeah, he's arcing off of himself.
Ooh.
He is, and it's awesome.
Okay, let's see. I keep hearing about how Thanos wants to basically just destroy planets and galaxies, and even at one time attempts to destroy half the universe. What's the dude's deal? Did somebody piss him in his Cheerios or something like that when he was a kid, or say that he looks like the inbred retard child of Hellboy and the Thing, or what's up with him?
His father is Kronos.
Why's he pissed?
Okay, you've seen the movie 300.
Yeah.
He's just like that. From birth, they trained him to be a warrior.
Oh.
And he is the most powerful warrior on his planet.
Yeah.
And to prove his power, it's one of those, I've defeated every army that is around me.
Mm-hmm.
It is time to move on.
Yeah.
The more it's basically who has the bigger stick, Who holds the most land is the most powerful man.
Yeah.
That's how they used to say it. Whoever has the most land is the most powerful man, the wealthiest man. And that's how he shows his power. The more planets he enslaves, the more galaxies he enslaves, the more heroes he defeats, the stronger and more known he is.
And that's all that matters.
And that is all that he is, and that all that he cares of, is increasing his kingdom and his empire.
Basically, like Ekron Sensei says that, life's all about proving that you're worth a damn, it's kind of like that whole
He is
just
Caesar.
That's what he's trying to do.
And
He is the Comic book Caesar.
It's a good little footnote that Jack Kirby was influenced to do Thanos from seeing Darkseid.
Oh, that's awesome. That makes me happy. DC love.
So, like, if you look at them, they kind of look...
They look alike.
Yeah, they look
Their
very
faces
similar.
are kind of they're very similar. They have that, instead of
Like a stone crack face.
Darkseid has the brow with the cracks on it, and Thanos has the crack on his chin.
Well, yeah,
It
that's
actually
really,
looks more like a face.
that's really he remind me a lot more of like Hellboy, and just like that kind of pinkish, purplish skin. He looked more like Hellboy there for a second. I was like, oh shit.
You can't really see him in the light because of the planet.
But it was really dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only seen what he got because it was like a pan-up camera view of his face.
And he just smiles.
And it's really weird. You can see the energy in his teeth.
Yeah.
His teeth were lighting up.
You just throw a cavity at you and just... Like,
You can light up half a planet by just smiling. You're a bad motherfucker.
So he is
bad or really beautiful.
so he is the comic version of Caesar. So I hope that answered your question.
That does. All right.
Am I the only one answering?
I answered some.
What exactly is the deviant gene?
I would not be able to even field that question. I'm just being honest.
I have no clue. I have never heard of it before.
Basically, I think it's a gene that basically makes you rebel against everything you should believe in and what you want to believe in.
Because it said that was one of the main reasons he was, the way he was because he was born with this particular gene. And he was kind of a mutant at the same time.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay, imagine you're in X-Men world. Okay? Your mother's human, your father's human, your brother and your sister's human.
Okay.
You come along and
You're the one. Yeah.
You get the mutant gene and you get the powers. Your entire family treats you as an outcast.
Okay.
What does 90% of all mutants do? They turn to the dark side.
Yeah, rebel.
They either run away, join some circus or something, or they join an evil squad of, I'm going to mess you up, or they start stealing and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like a real gene, I don't think. It's the fact that he was born.
Yeah.
And, I've never read or seen anything that told me it was a real gene or anything that was possessed. It was just one of those things that they blamed it on.
Yeah.
Kind of like how they blame most of the problems on bad parenting.
Yeah.
But he was basically born, and he was already as powerful as some adults.
Okay.
And that was at birth.
Yeah.
And they trained him to become a warlord for the planet, and, the Titanians, I think that's what they're called, or something like that. And he did it. And when he got that power, I defeated them. I conquered them.
It just kind of.
I don't want to give it to you.
It just kind of fueled it.
It's mine.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do it again. And if you don't like it, I'm going to show you the backside of my hand. And you're going to have 6 imprints on your face, and you're going to hate it.
I like how his voice is like changing and shit's getting like a lot more.
And that's basically how I can explain it.
I like it. I really like it.
If that doesn't answer it, I don't know how else I can word it.
It really does.
But there you go, buddy.
Okay. Now, I see a lot about Thanos' relationship with death, such as death brings him back after, he gets killed by Drax the Destroyer. But what is his relationship with death exactly? Does he make is there some sort of pact that he made with him or something like that? Like where he kills so many people and then gives them to him or something like that?
In one of the comics, after he's dead, he makes a deal with death that he's going to, every person he destroys, he's going to make sure that they omit their soul to
that.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
It was one of those.
And then he had the jewel. If he had that jewel, he could steal people's souls. He would give them to death.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What it was is, you give me my soul, you give me my life back,
and
I will grant you thousands of millions of souls.
But he kept Thanos' soul. He's kind of like he's kind of an empty shell.
with all of his mentality and stuff. And that's all that Thanos cares about. He doesn't care about his soul.
Death kept Thanos' soul kind of like leverage. Like, if you don't give me the souls you said you were going to, I think it was like 1 million.
Yeah.
He's like, you give me 1 million souls, you can have your soul back.
Wow. And if Thanos is standing over you and he goes, admit your soul to death, and I will kill you fast.
Or I will
drag it out.
Or
painful.
He put him in a service.
In the world.
If you refused him, he gave you a really painful death, like he was just saying.
Like the mark of the beast kind of idea, like with.
Or if you didn't want to be in his service and you rejected him, he basically killed you on the spot and
then
took your soul anyways.
And he only kept you if you would serve, like if you were worth it.
So it's kind of like
you had to have something to offer him.
It's kind of like fighting a ninja that's been training his whole life, and a kid that plays video games. Like
a fat kid.
Yeah. And then, the person that plays video games is like, oh, man, I love you. You're fucking awesome. I wish I could be you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's how...
Okay.
Oh,
that gym he has, he just basically sucks souls. Like,
he can manipulate souls. He can take souls. He can alter souls.
He had 3 gyms.
Manipulate? What do you mean?
Evil. He can...
If you're a really badass superhero, you can turn like Iron Man
with
that gym. He could turn Iron Man to a bad guy immediately like that.
But he had to have the possession of the power gem and the mind gem to do this.
And the main thing that made him the conqueror almost of the whole universe at one point through a comic series was he had 3 of those gems. He had the purple one, he had the orange one, he had the blue one. And the orange one was the soul one, and the blue one was one where he can manipulate time.
I thought it was mind.
It was mind. Mind, where he
could... that was his favorite attribute.
He could control his mind, basically.
And then the next one.
And then the purple one was time, like space.
I thought he had space, didn't he?
Yeah, he can move through time and space.
Yeah.
Anywhere he wants.
And eventually he became the possession of all space.
He could put the Earth in a loophole to get what he wanted out of it, and then take what he wanted out of it and make it continuous loopholes where they couldn't escape. They'd live the same day over and over.
It was
like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, exactly. And just like it did to him, it drove him nuts, and he would get what he wanted out of it. Or he's like, I'll put you in this endless loop of pain and destruction, and I'll keep bringing you back to life. So you have to relive it.
You have to relive dying every day.
I mean,
unless you give me what I want.
In this first movie, dude, I mean, like, all they put in there was freaking Loki, okay? He was the villain in Thor, and he wasn't even really that big of a threat, and now they're putting him in
that's what I was trying to tell you guys. Like, I was trying to explain to someone on one of the previous shows that Loki was serving someone else, and it makes sense that he was serving Thanos. I fucking called it. I knew it had to be him. Because
the only reason Loki served Thanos was because Thanos was going to give him immense power, and he did. Loki almost beat the Avengers by himself with the staff that he
and that's the powers that Thanos gave him, basically.
And that's like that's not even a fraction of it.
Right. That's not even a fourth.
That's like a proof. That's like a
but
doesn't even have that.
It's basically like 1% of what he can do.
Yeah.
1 or 2%.
And you know what's going to be awesome? Thanos isn't going to use an army. Thanos is going to come alone.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to be awesome. Yeah, he's going to come alone. He's not
going
even
to be scary, though, because he can move whole cities.
I wonder how they're going to do all that.
Telekinesis.
And it's going to be an awesome fight. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see how they defeat him. Hopefully they'll bring in Vision. I'm excited about this. Like, I hope Vision's in it. He is basically Marvel's Martian Manhunter.
I think what's going to happen in the comics, he destroys Asgard. And I think in the Avengers movies they're going to touch on that. He's going to go look for Loki because Loki made a deal with him. And at the end of the movie you see Thor and Loki leave together, go back to Asgard. I think that's what's going to happen. Like, from the comics, he's going to go to Asgard, destroy it, and those are going to be the only 2 people left.
Shoot.
Loki and
Thor. Thor will be on Gaia. He'll be on Earth.
Midgard? Yeah. Midgard.
Gaia, Midgard.
Okay.
The Greek terminology for it.
I'm just making a point. It's still Earth.
We're cut off your nipples, John. Okay. Anyways, all right. So I've heard that Thanos was created at the exact same time as Drax the Destroyer because of what's his name, the creator of him, or creator of Thanos. What's his name again? Jim something.
Stevenson, I think, right?
Writer, drawer.
I can't remember. It's right my head.
Okay. Well, yeah, he was going to, like, he was studying psych and all that stuff, so, I mean, like, he just got the idea to make these two characters like that. And I've heard that, you know, of course, Drax eventually killed Thanos, and so, I mean, you have to be really freaking powerful, obviously, to be able to annihilate somebody of that caliber. So, I mean, like, who is Drax the Destroyer exactly? I mean, to be able to be that powerful, to be able to kill him, you know? Is he a bad guy or is he a good guy?
Oh, he's bad.
Oh, he is bad? Okay.
But the thing I loved about their bad guys were that, you know, what you have about the bad guys here is that they all fought amongst themselves. Galactus, Thanos, Drax, they all fought each other along with the good guys.
Yeah.
Like, the good guys were fighting them, too.
Yeah.
And I love it because, like, even, like, I think Doom gets in on it. And, like, it's funny to watch him, like, fight them. And that's why Doom is in the hunt for the Infinity Stones. Because he's got to have them to be even on the par with these guys. And Doom's so greedy and stuff about it. And Drax, I mean, God, I don't know a whole lot about him. I didn't do a lot of research on him.
Okay.
You know, like I didn't read any comics with him.
Yeah.
And like only what I know about him are from like stuff I've seen and like stuff, you know, like some games and stuff like that.
I mean, all it really says, you know, is that, like, yeah, they're afraid at the exact same time. Like, he came up with the idea for both of them at the same time. But basically, you know, of course, the first one that was introduced was Thanos. You know,
Like, the only thing I recall was the Infinity Watch or something like that, or Infinity War.
Okay.
I can't remember.
There's something about Infinity War.
Yeah.
Drax the Destroyer, he was made kind of like it'd be like if we were riding in the, well, that's what I could describe it. Him and his family were riding in the desert, and Thanos was on Earth, and they seen him. And Thanos basically stole his daughter and took him to Titan and raised her, and she becomes Moondragon.
Nope.
And then Drax the Destroyer came about by the guy Kronos basically stole his human form, his soul, and put it into a new body on Titan and made this epic warrior to kind of defeat Thanos. Wow, that's the best way I could describe it.
But he wasn't a good guy.
He's kind of in the middle.
Yeah, he's like
Kind of like that guy. He's kind of like that guy from Transformers, where he's like, if he needs to do bad, he does bad. If he needs to do good, he does good.
Oh, right. the old one, the one that's like a big plane or whatever.
Yeah.
The old
and
man.
becomes the armor.
He's like, I really have no side. You know, I'm whatever side I want. And that one little robot's like, wait, you can actually choose? You can actually choose?
I want to eat. I want to join the title. What is not?
And then he starts humping Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Like, come on, yeah, who's your robot? All right, well, let's see. Do you think Thanos could delete Galactus, though? I mean, has he?
I don't know if he has, but I know they fight a lot.
Okay.
And he holds his own. So, I mean, there's potential for him to defeat him if he has it. I don't like Galactus at all, like, so I don't read anything with him. Like, of course, I've had to a little bit with, you know, Fantastic Four and stuff, and stuff like that, and, like, I love Silver Surfer, so I've read some with him, but I've never read anything with him and Thanos, because I just fucking hate Galactus.
Does Galactus actually have, like, does he actually have, like, an actual form?
Yeah.
I mean, they showed him in the Fantastic Four, just a big-ass cloud, you know?
Yes,
like,
that's what made everyone mad, because he has a physical body.
He does.
Yes,
Okay.
and, like, we don't know why they put him in a cloud of doom.
Have you ever seen the Sentinels from X-Men, like the old cartoon?
Yeah.
Just imagine that, but, like, this part of his face is human-looking, and he has a huge crown, and it, like, spikes out, and he looks like that, but he's, like,
Is he purple, though? Is he, like, I think I saw him back in, like, the day on, I don't know what cartoon it was, but I remember seeing him. He's just like huge-ass head and face. Yeah. He's talking to the Silver Surfer, and I was like, oh, that's the Silver Surfer.
He's known as a planet eater. He eats planets.
Yeah, he's so big you can just grab a planet and take a bite out of it like an apple.
Yeah. But the thing with Thanos is really cool. Like, him, Drax the Destroyer, Thor, it's all connected.
Yeah, it's all mad.
So you might see Drax the Destroyer in the next Avengers movie.
That, or in the next Thor movie.
Yeah.
Like, to build up to the Thanos War.
That could be cool.
Other things I heard about Thanos is sometimes he is the one that manipulates the Skrull and the Kree into fighting and taking over parts of the universe.
Right, because he can pit one world against another.
Easily.
Mind control.
Easily. Make them see, you know,
Each
with
other
the
as
mind gem, he can make them see dreams and stuff, and he literally can make them think that the Kree has done something to this Skrull, and then the same vice versa, and make them fight against each other, and make it in their, you know, destruction of half destroy planets.
Okay, so you say they fight a lot, but you've never really known him to, like, really defeat Galactus?
He might have. I've never read anything
Yeah.
of him defeating him. I didn't read any of the comics where they fought, but
I don't think they really get involved with each other ever. I think there's
Thanos and Galactus.
I think there's threats.
I've seen some where they fight, but I don't know if it's like real or not. I can't.
He fights like Captain Marvel, like I said.
Okay.
He killed Captain Marvel.
And who is a Kree?
And he fights the Avengers.
That's Fantastic Four.
Iron Man, Captain America mainly, Fantastic Four.
I've never seen Spider-Man.
He basically is,
Or the X-Men?
No.
and they never kill him. They never really do much to him. He always escapes. It's kind of like
It's funny because they always make him run, yet he can do all the.
Yeah, it's kind of like he just comes down and has fun for a little bit and then leaves. Leaves no real purpose.
That's cool. So you said that, what is it, that Thanos was created basically after, like, the thought of Darkseid, basically?
Jack Kirby was he's seen Darkseid, from what I understand, and kind of based a little bit off of what.
Kind of like the whole.
You remember how when they had that
guy, and I want to.
they had that
for the universe.
They had that unwritten rule where you have a Superman, we're gonna have a Superman.
Yeah.
It's kind of that way. You have a dark side, we're gonna have a dark side, and that's kind of how it is.
What do you guys think about Thanos side?
Huh?
Thanos side.
Darkseid Thanos.
Confused?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
confused.
That's the end of the world.
Confused.
Dark Thanos, yeah. Dark Thanos, Pete.
I don't even want to think about it. Just saying.
I see some of the drawings, and they only have old school drawings. That's all too cool. It's just like a big purple dude, a big gray dude with purple armor. Just kind of looks kind of cool. But okay, between Thanos, Darkseid, and Apocalypse, who's winning? Thanos, still.
That's hard. I'd go with Thanos.
Well, it depends on it.
Apocalypse is already out of the running, period. The fight's going to come down to dark side, I think.
I say Thanos because he has telekinesis and telepathy.
But it all depends on if he has all the gems or not.
If he
Not
has
really. I don't think so.
no gems, right? Just pure skill on skill.
Yeah. Yeah, none of the crazy shit.
But he's born with superhuman strength, Titan combat.
Less to stick with that, yeah.
He can teleport, and he has telekinesis.
Well, and they're both basically immortal.
And he has stamina and durability and longevity.
They both do. Darkseid does too.
Yeah, but
the telekinesis.
And the Omega Blast. Darkseid has the Omega Blast.
Yeah,
They can send you back in time if you want.
Yeah. And he can create people, he can make people his four horsemen and stuff.
Really?
It's going to be a good fight. I'm not going to pick a side because I honestly, I can't decide on this dude because they're both so evenly matched that it's not going to matter who wins because everyone is
Oh, and the fact that neither of them can truly die.
They can be killed.
Thanos is...
No one is truly immortal. They can all be killed. Even Loki made a point of it in the movie. And Thanos is killed by Drax. Is killed. And Darkseid almost died. But Superman was like, nope, I'm going to make you leave. Don't ever come back to my planet, or I'm going to do to you what I just did. Times 5. So get off my planet, get out of here, and stay away. Stupid. Kicks in the butt.
I just thought of something real quick, though. Okay, Superman can fly in space, right?
Yeah.
Free. Okay, and can he survive a nuclear explosion?
Yes.
Why does home planet survive then?
It is?
They all could have flown stuff like that.
Now I'm gonna say
What?
Krypton was under a red sun.
Okay.
Superman only gets his powers when he lives under a yellow sun.
Oh.
Red Sun makes him weak.
So they're all pretty much human.
Makes him a normal person. Red sun makes him a normal person.
Okay. I think it's time for a break.
Wait. I do have one last question.
You gotta hurry, man. That's about to jump out.
Because of the unveiling of Thanos at the end of the movie as the new villain for the Avengers, in the next movie, do you think that all the movies will end up eventually tying into the Marvel The End storyline?
No.
No.
Marvel is definitely not going to bring it to that point.
What do you mean the end?
It'd be a huge franchise.
The ending Marvel movies for superheroes? Is that what you're saying?
There's a huge story with like the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, the X-Men, everything.
Well, they already said they're gonna. Mark Ruffalo just signed on for like 6 Hulk movies.
Hulk movies, including 2 Avengers,
3 Hulks, and probably War of Love, whatever they have.
I'm thinking it's War Hulk.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be sweet. I'm personally think it's going to be a Hulk versus
Wolverine
or someone.
Yeah,
it's going to be something like that.
Pretty
or
awesome.
It's going to be like a crossover where he joins like the Fantastic Four or something. Or what I really am excited for, like in the back part of my brain, She-Hulk.
That would be cool too.
So, I mean, what do you
he gives her that.
I think Marvel has so many characters that they continue to make. They could.
Yeah.
And they're not going to do anything to where they're going to get to that end game. There's no way they'll ever be able to make a movie.
They've accumulated
to do that series ever.
They've accumulated so much revenue and so much fans now that it's almost hard to stop it.
True, but you're talking about the series where they all come together.
Yeah.
Fight.
That's one.
It's kind of like DC Infinite Crisis, where the universe ends.
Yeah, and there's no way they can do a movie about it.
They could. Galactus attacked Earth.
Yeah.
You're talking about bringing in.
It wouldn't have to be the end. It could just be like a storyline,
Avengers.
Yeah. Well, X-Men.
Fantastic Four. And you're talking about getting all these characters together against one person. I don't see it happening. I don't see a staging. I can see it happening.
I can see it happening with the right story. With the right story plot.
What I'm saying is, George did super sorry, guys.
Well, that probably has a pretty sound effect for every damn thing.
Stop it. Okay. I don't see a writer or a team of writers coming up with a story strong enough to support that movie. That's all I'm trying to say.
Not to mention that the cost of that movie would be astronomical.
Yeah. All the actors.
You could see that one of the main sponsors for the Avengers was Acura. Did you see that? Did you guys notice that at all? Acura was one of the main sponsors because they have so many Acura cars in that damn movie. It showed us just the back of it with the symbol, and I was like, man, they need to stop doing that shit.
Hey, we're going to take a break real quick because Man-Bat's freaking the fries out, so
yeah, he's not happy.
All right.
time for not a super rant, because we are not dirt bikers. I just said super rant.
Yep.
It's time for super props as opposed to super rant. Woo!
And I want to look them straight in the eye, and I want to tell them what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Hey guys, it's super duper. I laugh more every time because I find new things in that whole rant. He said snake licking. Snake licking, dog kissing. You lick a snake. In case you people don't know, if you lick a snake, you get salmonella, and you shit fire and diarrhea for about a week. Yeah.
You shit fire.
Kind of like a fire with a dragon. All right. So today I'm not gonna rant. I'm gonna love. Props, super props. That movie was amazing. I look for bad in everything, you know.
I think everybody was.
So,
I think everybody was, dude.
Because I went in with high expectations, and usually when I do, I was in getting let down or upset. And this time I didn't. I can't think of a single thing that I didn't like about the movie. Everything about it was epic. Like, you got fights, the acting, the characters, the relationships, everything was just awesome in it. And then the 2 Easter eggs, who does that? Oh, you know who does? The Avengers. And that was awesome. And I also have to give some props to somebody. We went to the midnight showing last night, and someone dressed up as Howard Stark. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that was awesome.
Pretty beautiful.
And I have to give props to that guy. I don't even know who he was, but I claimed my love for him and my man boner for him in front of everyone.
I kept making fun of him.
Well,
that's how I am.
He dressed up as like Howard Stark from Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
Not from like
Iron
Man.
Yeah. Where he was older. I know, which was awesome.
Well, the people at home wouldn't know that.
Anybody else smell that? I tried to burn this apple.
George playing with fire again. I thought we said you weren't allowed to play with fire anymore, buddy.
Pyromania, dude.
All right, but I think I'm pretty good on that love right there. You know, the props. Anyone else got props?
For the movie?
Yeah. Any
Just
positive you want to
Mark
say?
Ruffalo, I mean, honestly, the acting was superior. I didn't expect that from the last movie I seen him in was freaking The Kids Are Alright, where he just banged just the shit out of Julianne Moore the entire movie. And, I mean, her albino ass, you know, just, that's the most I've seen him in a while. And, you know, he freaking does that. I didn't even cuss right there. I said, freaking. I did, ha! But anyway, just saying that. But, yeah, I mean, just overall, though, I mean, I think it was awesome. And,
Yeah, it was a great movie. I'm going to go see it again just because, man.
oh, yeah.
We're going again.
I'm actually
Ain't nothing stopping it.
I'm actually
It's time for Superhero Secret Vault. I got one. Okay. I was going to say, you were like,
Keep it secret. Keep it secret.
Greetings, true believers.
God, I love him.
Yeah.
was that him?
Sorry. Welcome, true believers. Welcome, true believers.
The great other guy playing chess. Well, I love it when you guys, he says something, he's like, that's him, and he's like, no, because you're a big-time comic nerd, and he's a newbie. You guys just go back and forth, like, he's like, oh, you don't know this? No, I fucking know, I'm new.
I don't know. All I know is he's an old man. He looks like Hugh Hefner, man.
He was Hugh Hefner in
George is a noob, John, lay off.
in the Fantastic
The
Four
other thing
movie.
he says besides true.
I don't remember.
But, all right, today's Superhero Secret Vault is from the movie. There's a part in the movie where Thor uses his lightning, and it's pretty epic, and he's on another superhero's building, Fantastic Four. That's my Superhero Secret Vault for the day.
The Chrysler Building?
Yeah.
John says it's not, but
It is.
It is.
That's the Chrysler Building.
It was not the Chrysler Building.
The tallest building in New York, the Chrysler.
He wasn't on the tallest building.
He wasn't on the tallest building. There are other buildings in the background that were bigger. He was on the Fantastic Four building.
That's what I was like, that's
It's kind of a hint that you're going to see another Fantastic Four movie.
which leads to the Secret Vault. You know, there is a new
Fantastic Four movie coming out. They're revamping it with new actors apparently because Chris Evans had to go F it up.
I'm glad he effed it up though. Because Avengers is way better with him as Captain America.
We haven't seen it with anyone else, so we can't compare it.
Well, that's what I'm going to compare it by though.
Just because the movie was so good.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the fact that he's an amazing fucking Johnny. So,
sure.
Villainous justification.
Villainous justification.
I'm thinking about those owls again.
Okay, there's a little thing, real quick before we do villainous justification. Me and George were sitting here one night, and he started talking about owls. And he started talking about how cool would it be if an owl, instead of saying, hoo, 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 did the Ric Flair thing. And in case you guys don't know who Ric Flair is, you should probably jump off a bridge and kill yourself. He's one of the most famous wrestlers ever, and he used to do something called a Flair chop. And when you chopped him, he went, woo! So just imagine a tiny owl sitting on a branch with another owl, and it's taking its wing and smacking the other owl in the chest and going, woo! Watching the other owl fall down. And it starts laughing a little bit, and then the other owl getting back up on the branch and doing it back to the other owl. Woo! And then all night, that's what you hear outside your window. Okay, you freaking owl!
Oh, they need to make that into a cartoon.
It's time for villainous justification.
You filthy criminals. I am the villain of the story.
Oh no, your old eyes do not deceive you, Brucey. After all, they'll be better than you.
Nobody knows the Joker better than Bruce Wayne. Let's get that out of the way.
Nobody.
Except for Harley Quinn. Yeah, that's right. Batman Baker. So, yeah, my villainous justification for the day is obviously Loki. He lives a whole life on a planet with someone who's his, in quotation, brother, that is always outdoing him.
Yeah,
basically looks up to him. They have a relationship that's kind of like untouchable by anybody else.
Market radius, Jack radius.
Yeah, like you just grow up with each other and you love each other and you would do anything for each other, and then you find out someone else is your father and you're not even really related to each other, which hurts even more because you think about those thoughts as growing up, all the love and attention that Thor got makes a lot more sense now, and it's kind of like just sticking the knife in deeper. You know what I mean? Twist. Yeah, like add a little twist in there, a little spice, throwing some salt in the wound. You weren't good enough. No matter what you did, no matter what you did, you weren't good enough, and now you're not even real family. We just took you in because we felt sorry for you.
Yeah, pissed me off. I go that way. I don't get that way.
And they have a little spat in the movie about it. Thor comes back when he takes them off the plane. We talked about it. They have that talk scene, and it's really kind of dramatic, and it's really like it's very touching.
He calls him brother, and he's like, "We're not brothers," and he goes,
"Well, Loki,
we were raised together,
right?
We fought together.
Thor still loves him and cares.
You are still my brother."
He's basically telling him not to destroy Earth and start a war.
And he goes, because you were taken in by our father, you're going to destroy the one thing I love.
Or wait. What was a really good part was whenever, he's like, well, yeah, he's an Asgardian or whatever. He's a lot more civilized than that. And they're like, he killed a bunch of freaking people, and he's like, he's adopted. You know?
That's my villainous justification. You get disowned by your family. Your brother's better than you.
Well, it wasn't disowned. Odin went, destroyed the frost giant, and they found a human baby. And Odin, it wasn't really human. He was a frost giant. Yeah, he was a frost giant baby, but he was a lot smaller than everyone else. And Odin took him because he killed his father. He wasn't abandoned. He killed him.
No, I'm saying
so he took him and raised him as his own.
No, I'm saying Loki.
Of course, Loki looks at it different, but that's why Odin did it.
He looks at it like he could have left him alone.
He could have
grown up his own life, had a different life that meant more instead of them interfering and taking him away. That's what I'm saying. Like, he looks at it like if he would have took the other route. He looks at Odin, his father, in quotations again, with hate because he killed his real father. But it was in a time of war. Doesn't matter. I'd be the same way.
That's one thing I didn't understand is that, like,
well, if my father was dumb enough to go attack the gods and he gets slayed in the process, I don't think I could really feel remorse for him because you know what you're doing. Don't be stupid.
But that's your people. That'd be almost like turning your back on your people.
Oh, I understand, but I do not promote stupidity.
Right.
At all.
You got to remember, later on, Loki becomes ruler of the Frost Giants, and every year, on the same day, he sends them to attack Asgard.
Oh, and by the way, just a little footnote. Yesterday was Batman's birthday.
Happy birthday, Brucey.
He was created about, I don't even know how long, from 39 to till now. And then yesterday was his birthday. So, happy birthday, Bat Sizzle. But yeah, back to Loki. Like I said, that's my villainous justification. Basically, a big problem for him and his family, and between him and Thor.
Oh, that's damn old, man.
And I love watching and reading the older stuff because Loki and Thor were like best friends. They did everything together. And when Thor went and fought, Loki was by his side, and he would use the magic aspect, and Thor would use the physical aspect. And that's what I love about all Asgardians. There's always like that. You even have the Enchantress.
Yeah.
She is more of the magic one, and her sister is more of the physical one.
Yeah.
And I love that about that. And you see, I love reading about the old adventures of Thor because when him and Loki were doing stuff, Loki was one of the only ones to be able to control water aspect of magic on the Asgardian planet.
Yeah.
And that's rare, they say. And it wasn't good enough for Odin. When he showed off the magic, Odin was like, yeah.
Oh.
Thor defeated this person.
Not bad.
And I do understand the justification in this, and that's why he feels like he lives in a shadow of his time.
As far as that's one thing that really surprised me. Before I saw the movie of Thor, I always just thought, I was like, oh hey, who's the dude with the hammer, and I was just like, finally, I didn't realize that he was actually a Norse god. I was like, I can't believe I never noticed that because I was always more into Greek mythology, Roman mythology more than Norse mythology, just because I was like, okay, this is about Vikings and stuff like that. Obviously, every one of the people that they believe in is going to have big, huge beards, But I was like, yeah. But no, it was just really, I liked it so much because it really stuck off point with everything. Because after I saw the movie, then I decided to get a lot into Norse mythology, and everything's on freaking point. Every single thing about this entire story is just on point, except of course for him fighting with the Avengers and whatnot. But I mean, just everything else about that movie was completely on point. But one thing that I don't understand is how, if Loki was a frost giant, how does he have the power of magic and all that? Being able to be
Frost giants are magical.
Be the god of mischief.
Frost giants are magical. Plus the crossover him being trained by Odin.
And his enchanters and magic, teachers and stuff. He was taught magic.
So you can be taught.
Asgard's like a really magical place.
They are, connected by a magical bridge.
The Frost Giants has the potential for magic, just they have no outlet for learning it.
Just like
because they live in a fucking frost cavern, basically.
And they attack anyone who comes.
Like there's certain Jedi that are just pure human, or even Krillin, kind of like he's kind of like the Krillin of the whole thing. Krillin's basically just a human, but he started to learn how to resist and whatnot. So I mean.
But I mean, in the movie, I fell in love with Loki because he did so good. The guy that played Loki did an amazing job. You just agree. He pours emotion in the movie.
It's like he really is Loki. He did such a good job. I believed in his pain.
He did amazing. But like I said, that's my villainous justification for the day. It's time to move on to epic fight of the day.
Epic fight of the day!
Meow, meow. Meow, meow. I don't know. I'll tell you. Wacky, wacky!
Let's go, Bub.
Hulk, smash, little man! Little man, leave Hulk alone!
Let's do this.
Come on! Hulk is strongest there is!
Okay, Bub. Let's try that again.
The dude is fighting. What you're hearing there was John and George fucking tickling each other.
A little bit.
But it was the Hulk and the little guy. The Hulk and the little guy. All right, so I'm going to take this one today. I hope you guys are prepared because I put a lot of thought into this one. For real. He's not being an ass. I'm not.
Just little.
All right, you guys ready? Yeah. We've been talking a lot about, Martian Manhunter, and he's been on my mind a lot lately. That's good. So the fight's going to be between him and Vision.
I knew it because I remember earlier you said that he's like the Vision.
But they do have significant differences. Vision can go invisible and fade. He does have density control ranging from invulnerability to intangibility. Ooh. He can fade. A little bit. Not when he wants to. He can make himself heavy or weightless. And then he utilizes phasing into being objects and solidifying as a means of molecular disruption, causing pain damage. He does the whole, phasing and hurt you stuff, just like that. He does he has solar energy projection via eyes and the jewel on his forehead. He has computer and network interfacing, superhuman strength, intelligent reflexes, senses, and artificial beings, and capable of self-repair and regeneration. Versus Martian Manhunter. Self-repair. That tells me that if he got hit hard enough, he could be out of commission, and then somebody could just really destroy him. But it takes a lot to do. Well, I think Martian Manhunter is capable. He's really strong. He's powerful as a Superman almost. Not as powerful as Superman, but kind of maybe half of his strength. You know what I mean? I think he'd punch a robot and it'd fly everywhere. All right, so your money is on the MMH. What about you, George?
No Vision.
And the fact that
Martian Manhunter, he's badass. So Martian Manhunter.
And the fact that he can go invisible and phase helps a lot. But the thing about Vision is he can detect them with heat signatures, stuff like that. He could just he could morph into somebody he thought was his friend. Sure. And Vision would be like, duh, and then he just phase him and it's over. He can't be phased. He's a robot. He can phase anything.
A robot.
I'm talking Martian Manhunter couldn't put his fist in him and phase and it hurt him like it does you. Hey, can't he just rip out his gear control? That's exactly what he'd have to do. He'd have to rip something out. That's what he can do.
Very easy.
Well, you got to think about it, though. Vision can do the exact same thing. Vision can kind of him and hurt him.
Kinda. But he tried to get to him, but he just phased. I've seen him
pass through walls. I've seen him do stuff too. Yeah. You're talking about one of the Avengers, one of a powerful Avenger too.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the strongest. It'd be a good fight. I'll put it that way. I want to say Martian Manhunter, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to. That's pretty much enough. I'm gonna have to horse it up. Yeah. Hey, if you guys have a call in, you want to talk about who you think will win, I think this is a good fight because it's stumbling all of us.
Like that dude from Star Wars Episode 1, that big green dude that rolls over all the, where the hell they are, but Koreans or whatever the hell, but, that fucker.
So John doesn't have one. You say Martian Manhunter. Yeah. George, out of stupidity, just says Martian Manhunter. He's the only one you know.
He's a green-black guy, okay? He's a badass.
George knows Martian Manhunter. It's not stupidity. He
But he doesn't know Vision, and that's what he
doesn't
said.
need to know Vision. Vision sucks.
He does.
That's why he wasn't in the Avengers movie.
Yeah, name like Vision, you know, like Manhunter. Boom.
Yeah, right. But all right, that was my.
I'm hating on the Vision right now.
I know you are. And so it's supposed to be a Vision like that.
Vision, huh?
Well, you can't throw in my favorite DC character, one of my favorite DC characters of all time, and expect me not to pick him.
He's bad, hero.
All right, what about Martian Manhunter versus Moon Knight? Yeah, suck it.
Martian Manhunter.
Really? I'm shocked to hear you say that. I really am.
Because he's just attacking during the day, and it's stuck next for Moon Knight.
He's just trying to find people that hate on Martian Manhunter right now. Look at him. He's just trying to prove us wrong.
Who can beat Martian Man Dick?
You guys.
I feel like Martian Manhunter. Don't act like
Oh, okay. Let's go on. Comic review, basically any Avengers comic, old or new.
Agreed.
Try to find some where you can find them fighting Thanos, so you can bone up maybe for the
Those are
next.
going to be in the Bronze Age, though.
Bone up on the next Avengers movie. What the hell are you doing?
I know, wait for you. You're a cat.
Wow. Okay.
Anyways,
that's basically comic review. I don't know what happened with the Bulls game tonight. I know that they were winning in the third quarter. It was like 60-51. So hopefully they did good and won. But I think it's time for all of us gentlemen here at the Man Bat Cave favorite segment of the day, Sex with a Superhero.
You better get the best for me.
All right, guys. After watching the movie, my money is on Black Widow. Period.
Your money shot?
Seriously, I was dogging on her hardcore, during the credits and stuff, and I was like, I even talked to some strange girl behind me, and I was like, she's just fans, she's just for fans, She's the fan service of, the Avengers and stuff, and I was like, she just sucks. I was like, what is she going to do? Show them her boobies, and they're just going to go, and stops the Captain America and hit them with a shield.
Yeah.
And then she turns around and she pretty much starts whipping some A, and I'm like, oh my God, she's sexy. And she is sexy throughout the whole thing, and they show her butt so many times, and I'm just like, good butt.
She's standing in front of Loki.
Yeah, and I'm just like, look at that.
It's a nice butt.
Look at that.
Booty.
That butt roundness. Man, that's like, I don't know, man. Butt cleavage right there,
Yeah. She's usually a lot more buskier, kind of husky than what she normally is in that movie. And I was like, dude, in this movie, she was just straight up sexy.
Georgie, you want to go?
That's my bangage.
Yeah. Bangage for the day.
Dang. Who's that chick that I saw? Oh yeah. No. What's her name? The one from
Black Cat.
Black Cat. Yes, you're welcome. From Spider-Man. Yeah. Yes. I saw a comic the other day, and I was just like, so. And plus, when Stacey, automatically anyone that plays Gwen Stacy is just like, oh.
Johnny.
Does it have to be a
woman
hero or just in a comic period?
Just anything, because mine.
I got these for free today.
It's someone who's been in a comic book and on TV.
Sex with a Superhero is the name. They got to be a superhero.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if they're in a comic.
Everyone keeps vision in your mind. That's all.
And there are people with powers in that comic series. Who is it? Baroness.
Yes.
From where?
From G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude, in the movie, she was freaking awesome.
Yeah, but we went to old series. She was kind of good.
Yeah, but in the movie, she was awesome.
Mine is from the Mega Man series.
Ooh.
Roll.
Which role? There's been 5 different roles.
I'm not gonna go that nerdy into it. I'm just gonna say roll because she can literally hoover my dick.
But does she have roles?
No, she's hot, skinny blonde.
That only in
with a vacuum in her hand. Literally hoover my dick. Yeah.
what she liked that.
And Mega Man.
The games, she always looked like a little girl.
Yeah. But Mega Man would be my brother, which is fucking awesome. And I get to play with robots all day. How cool is that?
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty good deal.
And you get to ride a dog rocket, because that's her pet.
Actually, Rush is Mega Man.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like a dog rocket is, and like whenever they have a boner, you know, like.
Red rocket?
Yeah.
She got a dog rocket. Got a dog rocket, bro. But I think it's time for trash talk and maybe some prank calls.
Gadgets.
Oh, gadget. That's right. It's a gadget. Gadget.
Gadget for your mama. That would be a deal. Punch you in the face, and you know it.
What the HQ, man?
What the fudge?
No, man.
What the fudge?
Nothing stupid.
Get those wonderful toys.
Your turn.
All right, I'm going first? No way. Yeah. Why do I gotta go first?
Because you're like, I got a dog wrong.
I like to trump you guys.
Yeah, but we got to think about it.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta go first. It's time to keep on.
After watching the Avengers and watching the trailers and watching the awesome preview, I'm going to go ahead and go Spider-Man's web shooter.
We did that one already.
Who did?
George did it on the episode.
What?
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'm going to come up with another one.
No, it's all on you right now.
That's it. You can do that.
I did it already.
All right. You get one mulligan.
All right, well, that's my mulligan.
That's your mulligan.
All right, moving on.
You got one?
Someone else.
I got one.
Yeah, you can go.
All right, whatever that ship's called, that was in the Avengers one.
Ooh.
That thing was cool, man.
The hover carrier?
That thing was freaking cool. I mean, just seeing the way it lifted out and then it started.
Look at that sweet justice. I said that one.
When did you say that?
You said X-Men.
Yeah, you said X-Men carrier.
We're talking about.
I never said him and Black, and that would be the Blackbird.
Yeah.
I never said no. He said Danger Minds. Like that's the Blackbird's better.
I don't remember you saying the ship.
The helicarrier. So look at that sweet awesome revenge right there.
Well, you get a mulligan. Think of another one.
All right.
I'd have to go with Ben 10 zombie tricks.
Moving on.
Just being able to turn into over 10,000 aliens with different powers.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
I guarantee you could be one of our superheroes will kill you.
If he met Superman and the DNA, you turn into Superman.
I would like to see this.
Pretty awesome.
I would like to see it.
I'm going to have to go with Hawkeye's fucking quiver.
Quiver, where it would change the arrowheads depending on what he wanted.
Anything.
That is awesome.
And
have to give you
it had to be linked with his bow. Type in what he wanted.
Yeah.
That and it had a detonation trigger on the bow for the arrowheads that exploded. All right, I got my new one. Spawn's Cave.
It morphs into different things.
It's whatever I think.
That's really awesome.
It can turn into armor. It can turn into wings. It can do anything. Spawn's armor.
Isn't it
Spawn's
like
Cave.
a motorcycle one?
Now, if he's riding a normal motorcycle,
He's a gadget.
Hey, man. Hawkeye, yeah. Shoot.
Let's start writing this down. We'll start clash.
I know, man. We never think about this ahead of time. We just kind of go at it. We just kind of wing it, you know.
I remember all of them. I don't remember you saying hover carrier, to be honest.
We'll have to watch the show again. Listen to it?
Yes.
I did, though. Because I go in the spirit of Avengers.
Peter Pan, Captain Hook Hook.
I mean, if he's going to go freaking, Ben 10 out of the range of comics, then I'm going to say the freaking lightsaber, man.
Oh,
that's a good one.
That's the best one so far.
The Spawn Cave would destroy a lightsaber.
Yeah, cut it in half.
All you have to do is hit the bottom of the lightsaber. Done.
Yeah,
Done.
you cut off Spawn's head and bam.
You wouldn't get to touch Spawn.
Oh, I touched Spawn. I touched him
He
by
would
the eyeball.
keep you away.
If you're a Jedi,
It's change and awesomeness.
all right, we'll save that one. Save that one, because that's
going to be a fight now.
epic fight.
Epic fight. Spawn versus Jedi.
Versus
Darth Vader. Darth Vader versus Spawn.
I'm going to go on Spawn.
Darth Vader.
It's like playing Star Wars Force Unleashed whenever you're on we?
I want to hear the fans' idea on that one. We're going to go ahead and put that out to the fans. Spawn versus Vader. Let's hear your opinions. Let's hit it up on Facebook. I want to hear all your guys' thoughts. Call in. Let's see what we can do.
I really don't know who'd win. I mean, I know who you guys probably think would win, but I don't know who'd really win that fight.
You guys want to prank call somebody?
Yep, I'm working on it now.
All right, guys. Who's doing the voice today? I don't know. I think Manback's waking up, so we're going to take a break real quick.
Who's me who called this time?
Calm his ass
Oh,
down.
we got it.
All right.
Love you guys. We'll be back in a few minutes. Guys, we're back. Black and better than ever. Somebody tells me what that song is. I'll touch it. You don't get comments, you get my attention. Wait, are we on right now? Way better. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'd just like to say, give a shout out to everybody that went to the Marion movie last night, because everybody was just so damn respectful, and all of you guys were just awesome last night.
And I want to thank
all of you.
I want to thank everyone who dressed up.
Yes.
So we weren't the only nerds in the store.
I want to thank Steve McNeil for entertaining us and hanging out with us.
McNeil, I love you, buddy.
But freaking.
And my girlfriend again for the fucking awesome banner.
Rachel, you are epically awesome.
Love you bunches. Loved you.
Oh, and the dudes that dressed up as DC last night. You gotta get them across with having balls.
No, they need to get
have balls.
Yeah, they get punched in their balls. All right.
Only shirt I have is Red Lantern. Only shirt I have, man.
You ready?
They did it just to try and be cool and be the guys. You know what I mean? Like, fucking come on, man.
It's so funny because I honestly thought he was going to kick them out of the team.
Surrounding attention. Like, he wanted to. He said he was going to. He was like, they showed up in fucking DC outfit.
They had the Justice League and the Avengers.
He said that he couldn't do it and then it started big blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So what's the number? 439. 3183.
Did we do this?
Nope.
Sure.
Super 8 Motel.
Hold on. Why do we know that?
Real quick story about Super 8 Motel. One of our friends who we don't really hang out with much anymore, which is sad. We were all hanging out and Meet the Zohan has come out.
Oh yeah.
And we watched it, and there's a part where he shakes his hips and he goes, disco, disco. Yeah. We walked up and rented a hotel room and did that to the guy for like 10 minutes. Like, you're like, disco, disco. And he's like, I don't know, yeah. He didn't understand. We made him do disco, disco with us in the window. And he's like, disco, disco. Disco, disco.
The younger dude.
Funniest shit I've seen in a long time. So this call is going to be hilarious if it's the same guy that answers.
All right. Well, who's doing it before we call?
Not me. You got this one.
Why do I got to do it? I come up with the number.
Because I'm taking the
Georgie, you get to do it. But
yeah, because you did awesome last time.
And John's only good at playing retard.
That was mean. You have my permission to punch Nathan in or around the cock.
No.
You read it out because he'll fucking pound it through the computer screen, Hulkamania.
Yeah, brother.
You be coming in, I'll fucking flip it on. All right, buddy.
Oh, dude, Hulk Hogan would be so good, though.
Hulk Hogan versus my mom. I'm going
your
with
mom. Mom's always
All right. She's dialing. We're calling. We're going to whack his chest.
Thank you for calling the Days Hotel. If you know your party's extension, dial it now or dial 0 for the front desk.
Yeah, for sure.
You are being transferred to the operator.
Okay, never mind.
Hope we got a call.
Yes, I was just looking to see what kind of rooms you guys had tonight.
We have room tonight, yes.
Say what?
Yeah, we have room tonight.
No rooms?
We have, sir, we have.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, man. I'm a little hard of hearing, so I'm just trying my best to hear right now. I'm on the road right now, and I'm traveling from Canada, and I was just trying to see what kind of rooms they had, and what is this? Is this Benton, Illinois?
Benton, Benton, Illinois.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just making sure.
And we have like non-smoking room double beds and smoking room double beds, king size smoking, king size non-smoking.
All right. Do you have any rooms that are like emperor sized?
King size?
No, not king size. I'm talking about emperor size. Have you ever heard of emperor size?
No.
Okay, well, yeah, I stayed at a hotel, Super 8, not too long ago, and they had an emperor size, and actually one pharaoh size, too.
They don't have to.
You only have kings?
Yeah, we have king here.
All right, now, what kind of kings exactly?
Like big bed.
All right, well, now, let's see. I also have a big-ass dog. It's a Mastiff, and I was just trying to see what kind of, accommodations you might have for my dog.
But the $10 extra.
Like, you guys have breakfast?
Yeah, dog free extra, like the $10. $10.
Okay, you guys do have breakfast. All right. Now, do you guys have, like, breakfast for dogs, too, or no?
We don't have breakfast.
All right. Now, do you guys have lot lizards?
No.
Do you know what a lot lizard is?
Sir, I am now busy, okay?
I'm just trying to make reservations here. So I mean, just as long as we can both cooperate here, then I'm pretty sure we can get this settled. So I mean.
Okay, no problem. Did you come there? Okay, no problem. We have room. Don't worry about that.
I don't know what you're saying right now. I'm trying to figure it out. So I mean, what'd you say?
We have room. Don't worry about that. Okay, did you come in the here? Okay.
All right, and now I've been afraid ever since 9/11 about people. So I mean, I've just really been trying to figure out should I even stay there, or I mean, I'm not going to get like bombed in my room or anything, am I?
Oh, see, take care.
Yay, nay. I'm just really trying to figure this all out right now because that's the way I am. It's the way I've always been. It's the way I was raised. I'm a true American, and as far as 9/11 goes, it's really messed me up, son. So I mean. Hello. He hung up. Aww.
Oh, my fucking God, that was oh, Nathan had to go outside. Nathan was laughing because he was trying not to leave. He's crying. Oh, God, that was fucking awesome.
We're getting kicked off the air.
Yeah.
That was not racist or anything or prejudiced in any way. I just had to get that guy
talking about how he's a real American.
Yeah, I just had to get the guy some shit. So I mean, that's all.
That guy was Indian. This is a valid question. Valid question. But anybody else want to do one?
Yeah.
This is what we can find. I could do an Adam West one right now.
Do it. Definitely. Do it.
I think I got it. They're going to ask for the most expensive room they have if it's a hotel. It's going to be Denny's and not British. Denny's? 618 244 4378.
Yeah, this is my friend Denny.
I'm going to act like it's my friend Denny.
Okay.
Adam West. Hey, you have an all shit to the bed. Hey, Denny.
Time to go get some breakfast at Denny's.
Oh, scrambling.
Doing something. How's it going?
What?
Can't believe
Who's calling?
We got a caller right now. We're going to go ahead and take his call. All right, hey, thanks for calling the Man Bat Cave. How can I help you? What's your name and question? All right, we're not going to take any stupid calls like that. So.
The hell was that?
Sounded like an alien. Somebody trying to prank call us. You can't prank a pranker, motherfucker. So we're going to call Denny's again.
You got the number? Yeah. All right.
Hey, what number does it show whenever we call somebody? Does it show their number or your?
No, it shows it.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to the show, though. But you can't prank us.
I don't know, that's kind of cool, but...
Give it a second. The call completed.
Yeah, hung up.
That's it.
What?
We're going to try one more time for Denny's.
What?
That'll be enter the number.
All right. 618, I got it. 244 4378.
If you're a your kid that's got a voice decoder, don't call the show, because I'll make you look like a moron. Just warning you. A highly intellectual person, and I don't like dick bags that try and call in and ruin the show.
It drops again. What's the French freaking toast?
Hell ho.
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm screaming.
All right, we're going to call another one. 244
Yeah.
1325.
Yeah. He's probably so bitch right now.
The guy who tried to prank us?
Well,
Or the,
one that I called.
obviously, the guy at the hotel.
Yeah. He's pissed off for life, man. Got to see some redneck dude come in and I could be like, you're the motherfucker.
You're Adam Western, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a correct. What is up? Oh, no.
I was thinking about having us call my phone so I could see what the number is.
618 what? 618-244-1325, 1325. Good memory, Mike.
Good job, buddy. Oh, there it goes. What is it again? Denny's. This is Denny's? Yeah. And you're,
Thanks for calling Denny's Broadway. How can I help you?
Hey, this is Adam West. I just wanted to know, you had some moon over Miami for old Batman.
Do you want to place an order?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You want a moons
Can I
over
have-
my hammy?
Yeah, I'm going to need 5 of those.
5 sandwiches.
Yeah.
Okay, with hash browns?
Yeah, with some bat browns.
Okay. Now, is this a joke?
No, this is a serious call. I'm hungry.
Okay, well, I do want a telephone number, and I will call you back. So go ahead and complete your order.
Okay.
Okay. So 5 moons over my hammy and 5 hash browns. Is that correct?
Yeah. Do you guys have orange juice to go?
The what?
Orange juice to go. Like, can
A
you put it in
large
cup?
juice. Okay, a large OJ. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, 1.
You guys want to do anything?
It's going to
I
be
had a big fat dick.
I took that off. Okay, what else?
An order of all.
Pardon? Yes?
Butt cheeks flopping in the wind.
I can't understand you, sir.
A big sandal-toed hippie sucking cock.
Okay, see ya.
That was the best. Big penis and
Hey,
If I could take,
real quick, since we only have a minute left, should we tell them about our little email?
No, that's kind of our thing.
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. We're the shittiest show on radio.
Basically, we got promoted to doing more shows and excellence, and we're a featured guest. Premier Blog Talk Radio, so if you guys see us on there, just click it. But this is going to take an end to the show. We love you guys. Good night, Metropolis. Good night, Gotham City.
Tomorrow, Charles Xavier Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Hey.
Loved you all. That way he was pissed.
Tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Oh.
My niece
Play that guy.
And she's like, yeah.
I know, it's like you said her name. No, I said, and a big old fat dick. And she was like, and?
Or if she actually wrote that down, she's just like, okay.
You sure you're gonna?
We obviously have big fat dick here.
Sure, I can't hear what you're saying.
All right, guys. We have
Floppy butt cheeks in the wind.
3 fans who have decided to go ahead and comment on our Spawn Vader fight. 2 for Spawn and 1 for Vader. 3 saying Chris.
My buddy.
Yes, Chris Goggle. Spawn, as long as he still has power left in the tank, he can outdo the Force. Bam! And then we got James Williamson. Spawn, motherfucker, Spawn.
He's dumb.
And then we got Heather Williams, Darth Vader, because he's the shit, of course.
James doesn't count, so it's tied. Yeah.
But I also say Spawn.
So I say Darth Vader, so it's
I
tied.
say Darth Vader. So technically,
We
Maybe
win.
that's what I want.
what do you say? What do you say?
You're the tying vote.
Well,
I'm tying vote.
we have until tomorrow to declare a winner. I said we will release the winner on tomorrow's show.
I myself, I have to go with Spawn.
That's tied.
I get it.
Thanks, bro. Chat. Man.
And why doesn't James Williamson count?
Because he doesn't know anything about anything. He's probably just saying it to say it.
Oh, yeah, James. Yeah, no, he doesn't know shit. Yeah.
Love him to pieces, but you're listening, James. Love you, but you don't know anything of anything.
Are we even still on the air?
Oh, fuck yeah, we got 2 minutes.
Really?
We got a minute 45.
I thought it said like 10 seconds.
This is the after clip. After,
Seconds too.
Ooh, let's get fucking camera going so we can film Man Bat Cave.
I didn't have a phone to do that.
I'm saying. Well, we're done. That's what I'm saying. Bye. You're not supposed to say bye to him. This is stuff chat.
Oh. Yeah, we already.
Bye.
Yeah.
Special kid.